Someone made TikToks about me and doxed my workplace. I am 23 and I work as a bartender. I'm an international student and working this job under the table. Recently 2 girls came up to me at work, and one of them mentioned they know me from TikTok. I told her I don't have one. She said I know, and they giggled to each other. When I came back around to them they showed me the TikTok page. Apparently a girl they follow has been posting about me on her page, filming me without my consent and essentially creating a story around it. They were able to recognize the location and showed up to see me. The girls told me she, account owner, had replied to a comment on one of the videos saying that I'm in on it. I'm assuming so people don't call her out for invading my privacy. Which she definitely did. She seemed to have amassed a following and had a lot of people interested in this series about me. I took note of the username, made an account and messaged her. I asked her to take down all the videos. She apologized and said she would delete them. She asked me to give her some time because midterms. Sure. Whatever. I waited. The whole account disappeared. I'm not sure if she's still out there doing it, or she deleted them like I'd asked. Every now and then I'll get a giggly duo or trio of girls show up and I wonder in the back of my mind if the TikToks are still ongoing. Sometimes I'll get weird little notes. The paranoia I feel is frustrating. I would quit my job if my situation was simpler. Might have to quit anyway because I feel exposed and could get in trouble. My parents say they don't have the money to buy groceries. My parents say we have no money but they can spoil themselves. We have no money, but my parents just can't afford to get us enough groceries for full meals or get us insurance even though I have 3 cavities, need my wisdom teeth removed and have broken glasses frames. We just can't afford to fucking go anywhere because of the gas prices, but they can afford to go out every other night and buy themselves and only themselves fast food. They can afford to order themselves pizza and weed they stink up the house with, and they can afford to complain about rent prices but won't save their fucking money. And maybe I am just a teenager and maybe I don't get it yet and maybe I sound like a spoiled, conceited little brat. My insecure friend went too far and told me my small body would only attract pedos. She used to be the sweetest girl ever, but the last few months she has started to act weird. She suddenly started to comment on everything I was doing and criticizing all my decisions. And recently she even started to comment on my appearance, which she never did before. She would comment on my weight, my outfits or even my makeup. But yesterday was too much. I'm quite small and have very flat breasts. I've always felt insecure about them and she knows it. I already admitted to her that I was thinking about getting implants in the future and she has always tried to comfort me and told me I was perfect the way I am, but not this time. When I brought up the topic in the conversation she suggested I should do it quickly or else my boyfriend might leave me for someone with bigger ones. And then she started implying that I had a children body and no one would ever find this attractive except pedo. I was so shocked to hear this kind of thing from her that I didn't say anything. I just pretended I had to go. I don't think I can keep being friends with her, it's starting to affect me too much. I know she has gained a lot of weight recently because of PCOS and she's probably insecure about this, but that is not a reason to start projecting on me. Should I try to have a conversation with her or just cut any contact? Spent over $600 to see husband's family and got flaked on. Twice. My husband's family keeps begging us to come to Vegas so that we can hang out. Every time we see his family at a gathering, we get along incredibly well, so we take the 8-hour road trip. Keep in mind, we know how busy his family is, so we try to accommodate them at every turn before coming out. This includes letting them pick the weekend we came, letting them pick the time, the restaurant, and us paying for a hotel since they never offered up their home. It's too small for the family that lives there now. The entire trip was planned in order to see his family and we thought we had made this pretty clear. So the day comes where we start on our road trip. On the drive out, we're in close communication and let his family know where we're at. That night, we planned to meet up for dinner. We waited until 7 so that one family member, we'll call her M, could get off work. We definitely thought everything was going well until we started receiving some bullshit excuses like how the mom and dad wanted to stay and to decorate for Christmas, how M had already passed out in her bed, and how they didn't have a free car to go to dinner. We offered to pick them up and they passed on it. We asked if we could visit their home for a few minutes and they said yes. We ended up coming over and visiting for a few hours. His aunt loves to talk, for them to say let's do dinner tomorrow. The next night, we all agree to try to do dinner again. Again, they name a place and time. We are keeping in the heart of Las Vegas as to not have to drive across town to where they live. About 30 minutes before we're supposed to meet, they tell us that they're not feeling it and are going to go home and go to bed. WTF. The next day, we drive home defeated, sad, and feeling like we wasted our time there on plans that were going to be cancelled last minute anyway. So my husband and I spent over $600 on food, boarding, etc., and I even spent some of my non-existent PTO time. We're both so angry but hesitate saying anything to his family. My boyfriend secretly took the condom off. So I thought, I have no one I'd like to talk to about this, so I'm going to just drop this here. My boyfriend, M26, and I, F22, have been together for almost 4 years now. About a year ago I decided to get off my birth control pill, hella side effects, and we agreed to use condoms exclusively. We're both college students and have no intention of starting a family in the foreseeable future. So 2 days ago, we had sex. I put the condom on him so I'm 1000% sure it was there. We're going. Then I feel him rush out of me and then there's baby batter running down my leg. He makes this big show of looking for the condom, trying to find it, etc., and I can do nothing but watch him in bewilderment. He can't find the condom? That's the biggest lie I've ever heard. He's checking the floor, the blankets suck. He's laying me on my back cosplaying a gynecologist talking about is it in you still? Naturally, I ripped him a new one because we agreed to use condoms and he took it upon himself to not use one halfway through. Fast forward to today, I'm having some me time before my shower. I'm 2 fingers deep and something feels off. After a little searching and digging, I pulled the freaking condom from my vagina. So yeah. I just needed to vent this whole ordeal to someone. I appreciate your time.